good news is I achieved another goal for the year. I'm so proud of myself. I am hopefully going to get through a couple more of these, and it is finally one of the pink ones, and the pink ones are Psychom. So this one is launching a newsletter for Nora's Guide to the Galaxy, and I did it. I scheduled the first one to go out today. It's going to go out on Wednesday. It's a real thing. It's happening. I'm so proud of myself. I really thought I was going to get this done a lot earlier in the year, but I didn't. But it's done now. And so I get some chocolate. What do we got here? Salted caramel. Ugh, a classic. Is this dark? It is dark. Yum. I'm so excited. And this one is from Lake Champlain Chocolate. Let me just put you down there. So I'm definitely a little worried about doing the newsletter just because I already have way more things I would like to do than I have time in my day. So I'm hoping that just doing it once every 4 weeks, it will be a little bit, manageable. But at the end of the day, if it's not sustainable, then it's not, but at least I tried. So here is my chocolate. You can see the caramel in there. The caramel is really good. Chocolate's a little, I want to say bland, but can chocolate even be bland? I feel like the second piece was better. I don't know why, but it was. Anyway, that was kind of a lot, actually. I just had lunch, so I'm not very hungry. So I will have the rest of this later. But in the meantime, if you want to subscribe to the newsletter, I will leave a link for that down below. It's going to come out every lunation. If you don't know what a lunation is, then you should check out this newsletter because it talks about it. So I guess this video is going to be a twofer because I recorded one a month ago and never posted it. But I have another goal that I achieved, and I can eat more chocolate. And I'm down to a few enough bars that they actually fit in the box now, which is nice. All right. The goal that I get to do today is another purple one, which you probably don't remember. I don't know why you would, but this means that it's related to writing. So I do write fiction, and that's what these purple ones were related to. And I already did my other purple one earlier in the year. And this one, I just finished today after work. Da-da-da-da! Write 2 new short stories and submit. So I wrote 1 new short story in June, and I have been submitting that since then. I wrote another short story a couple weeks ago, and today I finished editing it, and I submitted it to the first magazine. So I'm looking forward to getting that rejection. But in the meantime, I get some chocolate. So the chocolate that I get for this is, tart raspberry with dark chocolate. Okay, I'm actually really excited about this. So the first short story I wrote was a fantasy story. It's a little bit of a dark fantasy story. It's basically about this kind of hapless guy that gets pulled into this murder cover-up with the king murders his own daughter. An accident. I guess manslaughters his own daughter and then tries to cover it up. Anyway, so then this kind of hapless guy gets pulled into it and tries to basically get justice, and instead he ends up getting hanged. Real cheerful, Nora. Also, spoilers. And then the second one, the one I just finished today. Ooh, look at this. All of this chocolate has been sitting in my room for 9 months now, so it's all getting a little bit questionable. This is called bloom on chocolate. It doesn't really affect it. It just looks a little funny. Ooh, the raspberry's like chunks inside. It's not like a filling. It's not the best texture, but I can't really blame them for that because that might just be because it's been sitting in my room for 9 months. Chocolate's good though. I'm not sure I'm really getting the raspberry. This chocolate, by the way, is from Lake Champlain Chocolate. Okay, I'm definitely getting a flavor that's kind of tart and isn't chocolate, so it's definitely the raspberry. But I don't think if you blindfolded me and fed this to me that raspberry is what I would identify that flavor to be. So the second short story, the one that I just sent out today, is a science fiction story that is set in a universe that I have been thinking about for a while, and I have a whole 9-book series planned out kind of in my head, with varying levels of details for the different books. The first one is pretty well outlined at this point, so someday I'll start writing those, but for now I decided just to do a short story. God, this lighting makes me look like I'm a freaking ghost. Not flattering. So I don't know if I mentioned this in the last writing goal achievement video I did, but I have been going to the library after work a few times a week because traffic is really bad right when I get done with work, and it's not as bad later. So I go to the library for an hour and do writing there, drive home with less traffic, and I get home right in time for dinner. It's been really great. I think I definitely would not have been able to finish editing my novel and finish both of these stories, well, the second story, if I wasn't doing that. So I think that's been really good. And hopefully I will be able to continue to do that. And so I now just have 3 goals left to achieve for 2024. Yellow is a kind of personal goal. Pink is a psychom goal. And then orange is like a health goal, I would say. I don't know if I'm going to get these 2 for sure. This one I'm definitely not going to get, but in a way that I am going to get. And I'll explain that later. Yeah, this one was very good. I definitely think if I had eaten it closer to when I bought it, it would have been even better. I might need to rethink this for 2025. Just a couple months left now. We got this, y'all. We're gonna make it. Bye!